Welcome back, Wastelanders, to another episode of the Wastelanders Reconstruction Union. I'm Matt, your delightful, charismatic builder and head honcho of this crazy crew. Last time, we kicked things off here at County Crossing, laying down the foundation for the WRU Academy. Got the admissions office up, cozy living quarters for the staff, and a dining spot with a killer view. Not bad for a day's work, huh? Oh, and hey, if you're new around here, welcome. You might want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our chaos. And if you like what you see, go ahead and click that thumbs up, ring that notification bell, and maybe share this with your fellow settlement builders, because rebuilding the Commonwealth is way more fun with friends. Thanks for being part of the gang. Now, you met our new recruits, Beans and Sawyer, last time. Well, when they originally settled here at County Crossing, they came across something pretty interesting. Turns out, not too far from here is the old National Guard training yard. While poking around, they stumbled on some pre-war recruitment tech that the military used. And if that wasn't enough, a power armor suit just waiting to be dusted off and put to work. But just as things were looking up, Beans and Sawyer heard some creepy noises. Thought it was just a rad roach or maybe a few mole rats. Well, you know how those things go. Anyway, since McCready and Dogmeat aren't too fazed by a few bugs, we're loading up a few carts and heading out to see what we can salvage. Hopefully, that recruitment gear will help us spread the word about the WRU Academy and bring more folks in to help rebuild the Commonwealth. So, grab your gear and come along. Let's see what kind of adventure awaits us at the National Guard training yard. Well, this is the place. Not far at all from our construction site, actually. We just finished circling the perimeter and, well, that's when we found him. Worn Brotherhood uniform, no ID tag, no distress signal, just a lifeless body slumped beside a collapsed barricade. Looked like he put up a fight, though, and ultimately lost. But the weird part, he had a holotape gripped in his hand like he just didn't want to let go. No label, no clue what's on it. McCready says it's probably just old recon chatter, but me? Well, color me curious. Let's play the tape. Whatever happened, well, we're about to find out together. Well, that wasn't rad roaches. Damn, poor guy didn't stand a chance. Brotherhood gear, too. Maybe part of a recon unit? Guess we'll have to file that mystery under things to figure out later. But for now, this place is way too close to WRU Academy to just leave crawling with ferals. Last thing we need is a pack of those things stumbling into freshman orientation. So, McCready, gear up. Dogmeat, stay close. We're going in, and if there's anything still moving in there, well, shoot it. Let's clean this place up and see what we can salvage? Who knows, maybe they had an old Brotherhood transmitter that still works. Let's gear up and get inside. All right, we're back, and let me tell you, that old National Guard site was a gold mine. Tools, ammo, kitchen gear, even some fancy comms equipment we might be able to rig up for the academy. Oh, and we hauled out a full set of power armor. Might need a few more trips, but with this haul, WRU Academy is in business. At least until we get it off the ground. So now it's time to roll up our sleeves and get back to building, because we've got a whole campus to raise. All right, everybody, it is a beautiful morning here in the Commonwealth, and we are ready to start working on the north side of campus. That is where the classrooms are going to be going. I'm standing here on top of a platform that's not going to stay here. It's just kind of like a little bit of a marker to where the middle of campus sort of is. Poor Beans and Sawyer here seem to have pathing issues and want to just stop and stare at me, but that's okay. We are going to build our 4 classrooms, starting with Reclamation Theory 101, Scavenging with a Purpose. My idea behind building these structures is to give each building a sort of theme, so we're going to be using a different type of structure for each one. So starting with Reclamation Theory, this is a class that's going to be about learning how to scavenge. We're talking about not just grabbing every toaster from every ruin, but kind of like teaching settlers how to grab with a purpose, efficiently salvaging, what to take, what to leave, how to spot hidden stashes and treasures, pre-war junk versus post-war treasure type of thing. So we're going to use, I thought, which was fitting, is the warehouse. So let's head over to the warehouse structures and start building our first classroom. So we're going to grab these here. We don't want these buildings to be too big. We're going to do kind of like 2 on each side. There's not really a middle when it comes to building with an even number. So we're going to have to make sure that we leave enough room for all of these classes. So let's get this on the angle that we want. That looks about right. Nope. There we go. And that'll leave us room here. They're not going to be perfect 2x2. Not, every single classroom will have a different size, right? So my warehouse class, I actually want to be a little bit bigger than some of the others because I have an idea of a partial second level that I want to bring. So if we add, you know what? I can't seem to add these pieces. And I really don't understand why. They don't attach to the sides. And they attach on top. They attach through it. But that's so strange. Yeah, they just won't give me too much trouble for what it's worth. So I'm going to kind of stay away from that for the time being. I really wanted it. You know what? I wonder if I don't see why that would make a difference. No, nothing what I do. I've even tried working off camera to get this to work and just nothing. So that's okay. We don't necessarily, wow, what a cloudy day to be working on. But you know what? If the sun is off our backs, for a day, we don't need to be scorched by that. We can take it easy. So let's see. That's 2. Really want. Can I get it in the front? Nope. It's just utter refusal. Only snaps on top. And I don't. All right. I gotta get. I'm over it. I'm getting over myself now. We're moving on. Oh wait. Warehouse foundations and floors. This is a little bit different. Oh, this is the concrete. Will this have? Nope, still the same problem. I want the wood floor, but it is what it is. Let's go back. No, wrong way. Let's go all the way back. I think 3x2 is going to be a little too big for... Just a little too big. Nope. 3x2 is good. 3x2 is good. I did a quick measurement. I think I like it. Let's make sure this stuff is facing the right direction. There's definitely going to be grass coming through, but that is totally okay. What I want, actually, is let's move this for a moment. And let's see if we can snap in this half... Oh, what happened? Oh, that's not a half piece. Let's see if we can snap this half piece in. And I want to grab some stairs. Yep, that's exactly what I want. I want it up against the wall, though. Perfect. So if I get rid of this, we'll just store it. Yeah. And if we get that back in... Oh, wait, that's not where I wanted it. Oh, no wonder why it worked so well. That's not exactly where I wanted it. Like, why did that work so well? It never works this well for me. It works so well because I put it in the wrong spot. I put it on a spot where it is working. Here's where I have trouble. Getting it to face this direction. So let's throw this down. We might have to put this over here for a minute. Really? Really? Why? Why does it want to give me such a hard time? We'll put this here. I guess let's just grab another regular floor. Okay. And I want to snap this here, going that direction. So can I remove this? Can I remove this without removing the stairs? Yes. And can I slide this underneath? I can. Awesome. So that worked perfectly. Because I don't want the stairs... I want a little bit of extra room in this back. I'm going to make like a little bit of a catwalk going around. And then I don't know if I'm going to put another staircase on the other side, but if we decide to, at least it'll snap to the floor above us. I'm trying to figure out if it's a little too dark. Oh, what's up? Sorry. Didn't mean to bump into you. Let's get some of the walls up. So we don't have any kind of fencing or walls or gates type of structure like that. We're just going to use like the back half. I wonder, will it? Can I get it? No. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. All right, hopefully that is. Sometimes when you grab everything, it's absolutely awesome. And then sometimes when you grab everything, it absolutely ruins things. Like, did I move anything? I don't think so. So that looks fantastic. We're going to have some windows up front. So let's get some of these windows. Not a window door, but whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, I did auto walk by accident. No, not a window door. No, I don't like the... No, we don't want the perfect glass. This is good. Excellent. I hope it doesn't rain. And then... Wait, do the windows... I always forget. For the walls, do we have half glass? Like, just... Yeah, we do. Perfect. That's what I want. So, we're going to grab these half walls... Because I want the upper level to be windowed. I just don't want the lower level to be windowed. But before we do... you know what? Before we do that, hold on. Because we're bringing it up a second level, we're going to need to make the back half a little bit taller. So before we do that, let's just leave this front half here. So let's do the front half with the half door. Where is... Some of these are super cool. Oh, yeah. I forgot about these. Okay, I have an idea. But before we start building out every single wall, I just got to make sure. That the roof line fits correctly. So we'll throw that there. We'll throw that there. We'll throw the half windows. I want a little bit of... I like the broken glass. It just makes it more like lore realistic, lore friendly. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. And then the back half we're going to leave for now. All right. And then I would have loved a tiny little entrance into the classroom, but we're going to leave it at that for now. I got these walls up on the side. I have like a small idea. We'll see if it works for one of my I might have to come back to this. Like I said, I have an idea. Ooh, maybe I should have put the stairs on the other side. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to put the stairs on the other side, but we'll do that in a little bit. So let's get our floors up for this landing. I love using these metallic like floors. I should have used... Maybe I should have used... Yeah, I think I should have used like a higher staircase. Yes? No? Let's see what it would look like with the higher staircase. We'll get that. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have just put that up, and I wouldn't even have had to do the little trick with the floors. I could have just attached it to this floor. Oh, Matt. This is why we're called reconstruction, maybe, and not construction. Let's grab a bigger staircase and see what it looks like to have a little bit of a taller... I don't want the building to be too high. Just enough to walk around and look over. Yeah. Yeah, and my idea was to come lower, and now I am going to need to put that staircase back. And I'm not going to be able to get it back because I got rid of the floor. See? Well, maybe I do want to go that far back. You know what? Come to think of it. That's actually a good idea because now this will fit better. That's it. That's what I want. Okay. All right. Scrap that original idea. That is okay. We did it. Let's build this out while we're up here to like see what the texture of the floor looks like. Doesn't have to be perfectly samey. That looks dangerous, but I like it. Oh, excellent. Excellent. That's exactly what I want. And just have the back half a little bit taller. And under here, things like shelving and stuff will wedge in perfectly. The plan is coming together. We can actually... We're going to scrap this staircase. Oh, guys, you know what? We'll get rid of this. We don't necessarily need these here so much anymore. So hopefully now things are a little bit better for you. I mean, like I said, I wanted to use those to measure out. Please, feel free to walk. Bean, Sawyer. You guys got this. All right. So time to get a little bit on the higher end on the backside. So what we like to do is let's head over to the roof line. Oop. Warehouse walls, roofs, and they got some nice glass. Could be fun. What does glass look like? Do they have the ones I want? No, that's more like a greenhouse sort of effect, and I don't necessarily want it looking like a greenhouse per se. Wait a second. Where are the roofs? Oh, you know what? The roofs I'm looking for? Not under miscellaneous. Maybe they're under walls. No, they're not. Oh no, things have been moved around in the mods, and I still, for whatever reason, I cannot memorize where things get moved to. Stairs, doors, supports? It's definitely not supports either. Hold on. What is going on here? We might have to kind of build it out ourselves. If I can't find it, I'm going to build it myself. And you know what? In the comments, let me know where the roofs I'm looking for are after I build them out. You'll see what I'm trying to do. I think a lot of you might have an idea of what I'm trying to do. But anyway, let's get this here. I don't necessarily want holes in the roof. Guys, can't work in the classroom. Oh. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see these supports. I don't... You know what? I want them, but I don't want them. Let's get rid of the supports. There we go. Can't be working with holes in the roof, though. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Bring that down. And then we're going to build out this upper half of the warehouse classroom. So you know what? Let's grab our stairs from wood. Our scaffolding. We might actually have to bring it up a level. No, that should be good, actually. I like this one because it just gives you that little platform to stand on just so that you can see. I don't think I put it in the best spot, but now let's grab. See, you're going to know what I'm doing right away. But I want to build this out. Oh, why doesn't it stick? Right? Aren't I doing this right? Do I want glass up here? I mean, I do. That will give a settler enough pathing room. I know they make roofs like this. I just don't know why I don't always see them. Let's go back to roofs though and see what's going to look right. Miscellaneous. No, I don't want this stuff. Cool. The platform, but we're not going to be climbing up on top. Now, it should not be angled, but we should be able to. Yeah, we can hook onto there with a flat piece. So if I grab this flat... Oh, no, but then you're not going to be able to walk underneath it. So that doesn't make any sense. Let's go with this one here. And this one here. And is there some kind of fun texture that we can add to the middle? Like, do we want to add something like this? Or is it going to look super lame? I mean, we can throw it on and see. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. See, I don't want it to look exactly like a warehouse. I want it to be with the warehouse materials. Yeah, okay, I dig it. I dig it. So let's just kind of... Yeah, it's perfect. Again, don't need it looking like what a traditional warehouse would look like. Well, I don't even know if that makes any sense, but let's like wall this up now. No, you know what? For lore purposes, like for defenses, would I want these back halves to be? Yeah, there's a nice enough view. I think that's okay. So let's get. Oh, you know what? No, because you know what? I think what these professors and students are going to need is going to be wall space here. So we'll throw this. Let's throw this here for that natural light. Sure. We'll throw this one here. Again, for that natural light. We'll get rid of this one. I think we need the wall space. So let's put up some half walls. I think in terms of the natural light, we got enough of it. And of course, we'll be adding in... Oh, there's only the one? I was hoping for a little bit. That's all right. There you go. Just stay. Exactly. Let's fill this gap over here in. We'll use windows here. Let's see, which side is it? Nope, it's not that side, so we'll throw this one here. And we'll grab this one, put it there. There we go. That looks pretty good. And we'll fill these gaps in with regular walls. I want a good, stronger wall on this end. We'll add a little bit of that extra texture on this end. Oh, let's just get out. Stop sticking everywhere. There we go. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that. This looks like the classroom. Now, oh, you know what I just realized? I want the motor. Oh, I forgot how big this was. You know, if we're going to be hauling scrap and like, look at this. Look at this haul we have over here. How are we going to get this stuff? How are we going to get things like this, like, you know, pallets and like carts and stuff in here? We're going to need a bigger door. And I underestimated how large the door was. So you know what? We'll scrap this. We're going to need to... Do I want to put it in the middle, or do I want to offset it a bit and just use a regular door for like students to walk in? Well, let's do both. Let's see how it looks. Do we have a smaller door? I know we have a smaller doorway in wood, but we might not actually have a smaller doorway here. No, I don't see one. So that's okay. We'll now use just like a regular doorway right here. And, you know, when the garage is not open, here's where students, you know, can enter and exit the building. Oh, these are like destroyed. Ooh, that one, not in the front, you know. I mean, like that's what people are going to see from the center of campus. Come on, it can't be looking like that. It's one thing when it's in the back, but come on, right in the front. Let's see. Perfect. So students will be able to enter, you know, through this entrance. Here is the entrance that's going to be for, like, you know, big hauls, field trips, things like that out into the wasteland, bringing back all those, you know, all that good scrap and stuff. Excellent. Now, let's get ourselves a railing around here so that nobody is hurt. Missile. Oh, that's kind of... that's kind of cool. I don't know if I want that. What does it look like? Nah, too much metal wall. Too much metal wall. Let's go with just regular railings. Maybe it's under stairs? No, we'll get that stuff later. Alright, we'll have to dip into another barn. Barn might have the ones I'm looking for. Oh, where are the metal ones? Accessories. Yeah, right. Like, that's like way too specific. I mean, these are, like I said, I didn't want to dip into other ones, but we're going to do it anyway. Do I want this one? That's kind of dangerous. That is dangerous. I don't know if that's up to code. We might need these so that people don't fall through. I wish they made these ones a little bit bigger. That would be awesome. But they don't. So... there we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That way when anyone walks up to this second level, bam, I'm thinking things hanging up on the walls, tools, equipment, anything like that. Good view of what's going on from the classroom. Maybe the teacher might be lecturing up here, looking down like a bird's eye view. I like this. This is going to work great. All right, we'll keep the door off for now, but it's time to move on to the next classroom. So over here, let's keep going to the left. Because over here, we're looking at the next class, which is going to be Survivors Civics, right? Building communities that last. I'm going to go with the barn here. With the barn, I'm thinking, you know, this is a class where You know, they'll learn anything from like, you know, how to maintain a water pump to like leadership rules. And we might be learning about like purification processes, agriculture, resource management, you know, being like, you know, being a good leader. So the barn building, I thought, fit that most. It's not going to be a big one, not like the warehouse. So let's grab this one over here. The warehouse was 3x2. I'm hoping to make this a little bit more of like not a perfect rectangle. So let's head into the barn. Wait, are we in barn? Nope. Yeah, we're in the barn. So let's head into the barn category. Head to the floors. We're going to need those foundation pieces. Now the barn has concrete slab, which is perfect. Let's get over here, but I don't want to be too close. I don't want to be too close to where they're living. Let's drop right here. And then we could kind of... Oh, we got so much room back here. Hold on. Oh, I was gonna say that vegetation is so green, but that's the line. 1, 2. However, what does a wall look like here? Let's just grab a wall. Does it go on the back of this? Yes, it does. So we're good. We're still good. Let's head into floors. Now, I don't want this to look too similar to the building that we just made. How about this piece? What the heck? What the heck? Why? What is wrong with that? What if we built with just those? Let's store these. Let's store these. Hear me out. Hear me out. What if we just went with this? Because I'm so desperately trying to use these half piece. Look, it won't even go into the ground here on its own. I mean, am I like in the Twilight Zone or something? What is going on? Okay. No, that's the best we got. So that's what we're going to do. Is that too close? Yeah, let's get a little bit more separation between the two classes. Just a little bit more. Love to be able to come over with those half pieces. We're going to bail on that. Let's use the concrete floors. We'll still use barn in terms of I actually think I like this floor a little bit better than what we were given before. We'll come up front with that alright, so we got our 2x2 square, and now let's grab these rectangular pieces. Oh, that's too close to the other building. We got to pull it over. Oh, whoa, we got to pull it way over. Hold on. That looks good. I hope we don't have too much trouble with like roof lines and stuff. But there we go. Just a little bit more rectangular, but not like the full square. That's what I was trying to do in the first place. I'm wondering if I'm going to want to put that in the middle or not, but we will see how it works out. We're going to head back. Getting out of concrete. This is made out of barn. Let's go back to the barn walls and see what we can do here. So we'll build those back walls, kind of like what we did before. No windows on the place necessarily. Oh, those are what I was looking for. So it was in the barn. That's what I was trying to go for to make it to give it that angle. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't do that because that's too tall. That was way too tall. So it's in the barn. I could have sworn that was inside. But, all right. So I don't want the red walls. Thank you for these modded white walls. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then we should have a nice, there we go, nice half wall to help us finish that off. Doesn't look similar at all. Oh, come on. Really? Yeah, no, it just doesn't. I mean, if we really want it to be the same, we could use all of those. Is that gonna, like, let's look at this. Is that gonna upset me? Oh, yeah, that's gonna upset me big time. Let's save these for this half. Maybe? Let's throw that over here. Just for now. Yeah, that's going to drive me crazy. We're just going to have to use all half walls here. And it is what it is, but at least there's like a little bit of a symmetry, because you know what? When we're building here, you know, and we're using like supports and 2x4s and yeah, that looks better. And you know what? Although it doesn't work here, I think that's okay. And we can play around with this if we want a little bit of windows or something. I'm not sure. But perfect. This is not going to have a raised roof on the building. We don't need anything like that. So let's just keep going around. We want that windowed look. I did not use these for our other building, but I'm looking to use these here for the front of this building. Oh, look at that. That snaps here. I don't need it to, but it does. What are we thinking about in terms of doorways? Just like the regular doorway. I don't want to make it a bigger doorway. Nothing like that. I don't need it to be a barn. Yeah, we'll use like a regular doorway. Again, facing the front of campus, we want it to look good. We'll put it here on the side, not in the middle. The middle doesn't make sense. Hello. Oh, it's getting late, guys. Let's get up. Let's get these walls up. Oh yeah. Yeah, we skipped lunch. We worked right through the lunch bell. But you know what? I think dinner is approaching, and I don't think we're going to skip another meal. So we'll get these walls up. And then from there, we'll call it a day and pick up the other classrooms in the morning. So what kind of windows do we want to use here? Super broken, ridiculously broken, absolutely terrible, and there is no way in hell that will ever be on the front of any of our school buildings. We need these to be a little bit more aesthetic. So I think this one fits nicely. We'll put this whoops, that's green. We'll put this half wall up, but you know what? I'm going to put the half wall up next to the door just to have it run its course that way. What does this one look like? What is the difference between these two? I don't see the difference at all. All right, we'll use this one. I'm not sure what the difference is, but we'll put this one here, and we'll put this one right here. Yeah, I think that looks good. Something hanging on the wall between the door and the window. Is there a half? There's this half window. I don't think there's like a half wall up. Yeah, no. It's just these two. All right, that's all right. And in terms of more windows, let's get windows along this wall here. Still terrible, still terrible. So we're going to have to use this one. And oh, these are just like they're just so destroyed that I don't want anything to do with them, really. A full wall of windows? I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Excellent. All right, we'll get the roof on in the morning. But this is looking pretty good. So yeah, let's take a break for dinner. Dog meat looks hungry. And these guys, they're probably calling me over. I can only imagine all the hard work they've been doing while I've been over here working on the schools. I can't wait to catch up and see what, make sure they're pulling their weight. You know what I mean? Time to go check in with the crew. Oh, good morning, Wastelanders, and what a fine, gorgeous morning it is. We have been building here at County Crossing in a little bit of overcast here and there. We've had some rain, some drizzles, some cloudy skies, but it looks like we're going to have to break out that nuclear sunscreen here because it is gorgeous. Guys, set up a nice little breakfast cart. We've got our coffee and tea and everything all ready to go. And McCready, Beans, and Sawyer were kind enough to create a couple of different roof line patterns for us for one of those school buildings that we were just working on. And we're going to head on over there, finish up that building, and then get started on the next one. Let's get going. All right, had my cup of joe for the day, and right there you see that we've got the stairs set up, our little scaffolding stairs, and a couple of different roofs. Something that kind of ended up happening here was that the roof line with the warehouse, it's just
taking care of those ferals. One
nope.
less thing to worry about.
You're right, man. You're right. And we got some great scrap over there, Sawyer and Beans, so I'm really glad that we took care of that for sure. But back to what I was saying, the work that we were doing with the warehouse, or sorry, the barn, because we have that 1/2 piece, the roof line just isn't fitting with what I'm seeing from the barn roofs. So what we're going to do is use the wood roofs with the Survivors Civics building. And then we'll just have to fill in this gap. But this is going to look nice. What we did was we created 2 different roof lines. So let's see which one works best, or which one we like best. Now, I thought about coming this direction, so we can do it this way. We'll push that out. Kind of gives it like a fun, scrappy look, and I think we might be able to fill it in. We'll see what happens. I think I like the one on the right. I think I like the raised roof look more. But what if we went this direction? No, because you know what? I just wanted it a little bit different from the building to the right. So I am going to go this way. And I really appreciate the hard work they put in, but we're going to go with this one. So let's head over to the wood structures and grab another one of those roofs. And I thought about putting like an awning or something over the door, kind of like what we have over here. But I don't want things to be too samey on every building. I'm looking for that scrappiness. So let's see if we can grab. And so we just passed one of the pieces that I was talking about covering up. I think it should work. But before we do it, let's walk up our little scaffold here. And drop this down. Jump onto the roof. Huh. Oh, there it goes. Nope. Oh, yep. There it goes. Okay. It's going to get awkward because we're going to put like a center roof piece on. But what's nice in the wood mods is that I do have a smaller thin piece. So from the inside, it might look funny, but that's okay. We can use it for like lighting and stuff. So that can go here. Now, remember what I said. Grabbing the scrap, putting together what we can, reclaiming the land, and it's going to be home, but it might not look beautiful. So, and it just gives it that feel. So that, that like we are in the wasteland sort of feel. Now, does this cover here the way, oh, I have it on the wrong one. Let's flip it. Nope, I don't have it on the wrong one. Why is it? Oh, maybe the wood is supposed to be on the outside. I mean, it doesn't necessarily cover it exactly. Why do I sort of like that, though? I mean, I kind of like that. And I don't think it necessarily has to happen in the back. What if we only put one up? Let's just throw that there. I don't know. That's kind of cool. I think maybe, like, you know, not having it symmetrical is not... That's not bad. Let's see what 2 look like. And you know what? Let's put the middle gap piece up. So we're going to have to go to wood, and we're going to have to go to... I think they're called fillers? Yeah, gap fillers. So we got these. So this will fill this gap up. We'll put this one here, and we'll grab the other one. You know, maybe we were low on supplies. We can leave these empty. Oh, look at that. It actually... That's kind of cool. There's no need for it, though. You know, on this end, there's no need for it. But that's kind of cool. Now, do I like it with one? Or do I like it with both? Let's put this down. I know we can do it. We just did it before. So random. Yeah, it gives it a look. It gives it a feel. I dig it. I think I'm only going to put one up. It gives it this cool vibe. And this wall is sort of on the empty side. Do they have a window here? I don't remember if the no, not warehouse. I don't remember if the barn had a half wall window. No, it doesn't seem to have it. We can do 2. Oh no, but that's gonna leave a massive hole in the middle. Yeah, it doesn't have the half wall window. It only has them going horizontally. Yeah, see, that's no good to me. If it had it going vertically, that would be cool, but it doesn't. So we'll leave it like that for now. Maybe put like a nice sign up in the middle of the building, you know, letting people know. Like, we're going to have to put signs up for the classrooms, right? There's going to have to be signs out here to let people know what class is which. But there we go. Building number 2 is all set. And now we're going to go with the next building, Applied Wasteland Sciences. So we're going to head over here to this area. This building is going to be a smaller little building. We're actually going to build with 2 different materials. We're going to go with full concrete and metal. This class here, you know, Applied Wasteland Sciences, we're going to cover things like practical survival, things like radiation safety, plant identification, you know, basic medicine, weather, even cooking, right? You know, so we are going to use metal pieces, especially when working with chemistry and biology, yes, but especially chemistry, dealing with things like radiation. We're going to build like a decontamination type of room off the side of the classroom. That'll be built with metal, and then the rest of the class will be built using concrete. So let's jump over to the concrete section. And I'm digging the concrete floors. I've never really built too much with concrete, but having these concrete foundations has been nice because they just seem to snap super easy. So I want this one set back a little bit further. So let's go. I don't know how far out. Let's actually make sure that we can build off of it. You know what? No, we're going to have to turn this a little bit. Let's angle this a little bit so that it moves correctly. Yeah, this seems like a chemistry lab floor, and that's good. And then this building over here. Ooh. These trees are... I've been talking about scrapping this stuff. This looks like it's in the way, but we'll deal with that later. So we're going to make, just for now, a square. Ah, darn it. The grass comes in a little bit. Let's raise it a smidge. Yeah, maybe just a smidge. What a great word, smidge. So let's grab this one. Maybe we'll have stairs leading up. Yeah, try to get a little bit less of that grass look. And that should leave enough room for this building to come out the long way. Excellent. So we're actually going to throw in one more off to the side here. Oh, are all these running the same direction? Of course they are. Do I want them going this way? Yeah, I think I want them going this way. What are some of the other buildings? I don't... Ooh, you know what? I don't think I noticed which way I put things. And I'm already starting to get overwhelmed. Like, which way are they facing? Let's go into this last classroom. Oh, perfect. And you know what? Not perfect. Gonna have to switch things around. So we'll have this one going this way as well. So this is going to be a decontamination area. God willing, everything goes smoothly, but if something happens, radiation poisoning, anything like that, we're going to need to get that student or maybe even teacher, professor, adjunct, visitor into a decontamination system so that they're not like, turning into a ghoul and terrorizing the university. So we're going to go head into the metal section. And there's actually a prefab that I really thought would be cool for this. It kind of gives it like that look in the first place. It's like got this circular look. And I think we should be able to drop it right on top. I mean, I've used it on top before. This is going to be our decontamination area. We're going to let's get some of those metal caps up. And you know what? We might need a corner cap. This corner cap here might do a nice job filling this gap in. We're going to see, though, because this wall is not going to close nicely. So we might need to put that there. You know what? We'll have to see. Let's put it there for now, and let's see what happens. So let's get an outer cap, and there should be the circular ones. And this will close off the decontamination area. I wonder if we can put a floor, like a floor covering. I'm getting ahead of myself, but if we head over, I'm getting really ahead of myself. But if we head over to Snappy Builds, bunker, house, industrial, interior, metal, metal kit. No, because that's not a floor covering. So glass, doors, lights. Here we go. Floor coverings. And it's going to take a little while for these mods to load in. Is this the right size or is this too big? That looks like it's too big. That's too small. Still too small. Is this actually the right size? This might be. Oh, yep, this is the right size. So let's keep it here. It's locked in. Let's see if we can find a floor covering. Snappy floor carpet. No, we don't need a carpet. Let's use this one. Because that's not a carpet. That doesn't look like a carpet. That's not bad. It's not glitching. And it kind of looks like it belongs in a decontamination unit. Now, this one is... I can always throw something on top of that. And we might not need it. I just think it's going to be required to keep the building closed off. So now let's head over to... Yeah, we might be able to get rid of that cap. Let's head over to concrete. And let's add worn, high density, lightweight, painted. Miscellaneous. Concrete mods miscellaneous. Stone roof. Okay. Those aren't even popping through yet, so we'll have to come back to that later. Let's see what worn looks like. Yeah. It's a little bit different than what we have over here on that building. So let's add the doorway And I don't think we're going to need too many windows in this building. I don't think it should be windowed. I wish it didn't snap on the outside. Like, why is it doing that? That looks weird. See, I like concrete because it's got this interesting, like, snapping ability, but now it's just going on the outside. And that looks so funny to me. I thought it could have snapped on the inside of the floor as well. But it's not. We'll put this here, and I actually want to go with this automatic door. Because I feel like this class needs to be a little on the, like, safe side. So we can't have, like, a door that you just walk into. Maybe it's, like, a certain code. Maybe the students have to scan themselves in or something like that. But this can't just be open to the public. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a lot going on. So let's grab another. These are all worn walls. Let's, like, switch it up a bit. Maybe let's see what this might look like. Rusty. And we can fill in these gaps because it has these. And so that's a nice gap filler to make it look like they connect. It's just weird how it comes down that way. I'll have to see what I can do. And then this wall here, we might need another one of these to fill on this side. We're going to see how it looks. Actually, let's go to metal now and see what that looks like. Walls, corner caps. Here's this corner cap. Does that close it off? That closes that off. But there's going to be this weird... It's getting dark already? It was just morning. This doesn't go in. I wonder if we have to put... I wonder if we can wiggle it in where we get that first. How is it getting dark out already? Wow. We must have been working really hard. All right. That's gonna do it for this night round. Let's gather our thoughts and get the rest of this building together tomorrow morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are standing right outside of the Applied Wasteland Sciences building, and from out here, I really like the way it looks. Right, that metal thing sticking out the side of the building really makes it look like a lab, like something's going on. So let's dive back in. Let's get this building going, and let's get the next classroom up and running, because I think the gang and I are looking to run. We're like a little bit behind schedule. We've run into some issues here with the classrooms, so we're gonna have to take these trees down in a moment. But a couple of things we've run into, and thankfully we were able to fix it. I really hope these gaps here aren't gonna cause me too much stress. But let's finish this off with concrete. I was wondering if there was a way I can add like metal into it, some more metal, but I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that. Rounded is the rounded walls are cool, but oh, and you know what? There might be rounded floors. Oh, see, this is why it's taking us so long. Look at me. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. See? There are rounded caps on the floors. This is why things take so long, because I have these planned ideas. We make these blueprints, and then we completely go off the handle, doing something totally different. These are the edged walls, right? The angled walls. That's cool. But nope. It is a square. It is a square. This building is a square. Heading back to the squares. Let's go here. And like we're just gonna combine worn, rusty, things like that. Oh, see? That's... Hold on. Just hold on. Oh, no, that's not exactly where I want it. That's where I wanted it the whole time. Can we bring these walls in? Yeah! That's what I wanted it to do. Hold on. Let's see if we can bring these walls in. All right, so let's get a roof on here. And we're going to not build it from inside. Let's build it from outside. Oh, this landing was here. And that looks a little better, actually, because now it's more even. Let's go and grab our good old scaffolding stairs. Or at least what I call scaffolding. Metal ceiling, metal roof. Okay, this is what I might need. So what if I wonder if this will help connect those pieces. Do you think this is going to look kind of crazy? I mean, I don't think so. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild. It's kind of cool looking. I wish this actually made sense on here. Oh, I used two of the same one, so it doesn't work that way. And it goes straight up. So it doesn't really fit. If the building was a little bit taller, that would look cool on the side of it. Right? Like there's piping and things going in, but they don't have a smaller one. I see here. We can start like, you know, looking. We'll get rid of that. That doesn't make any sense. Super awkward and funny looking, but it's kind of working. It's kind of working. That stinks. That's going to annoy the living crap out of me, and that's why we're going to probably have to put that's probably where we're going to have to put like, ooh, whoa, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. Now I don't see that gap. There we go. Oh, okay. So that was causing issues. I wonder why. I really wonder why. Now we're in. So that was causing the issue. Can we get these back? Maybe we can make this work. If we go with gap fillers. No, these are just the same gap fillers that we always have. No, I know that there's like these half pieces. Oh, here they are. Oh, these are huge, though. Those are huge. Like, if we put the door, like a regular door in, does that look dumb? That might be squared off from the outside. Oh my gosh, it's all hidden. We did it. We flippin' did it. We did it, folks. We did it, Wastelanders. What a weird looking building. I had no intention of this round domed roof, but let me tell you something. It definitely adds. It definitely adds to the classrooms. That's unique. By far, that is the most unique building we have here. Now, the next one's going to come in at an angle, but gosh, the skies are starting to get gray. Maybe we could start clearing the path and getting... We'll do a little scrapping, and let's see if we can start clearing way and breaking ground for the next building, which is History of the Commonwealth. pre-war to present. So the idea behind this class is, the whole because if we don't learn from the past, we're doomed to repeat the same dumb ideas with shinier duct tape, right? So this class will dive into what, quote, the Commonwealth or Boston was and how the bombs changed it, and teach about all the different factions, right? From the Raiders to the Minutemen to the Brotherhood to, that crazy institute that we hear about. So since we're learning from the past, a big part of the lore here in our past is vault tech. So I wanted to make it look like me and the gang raided a vault and just were able to bring back loads of equipment and loads of materials. So I wanted to use vault tech to build this classroom. I rarely, if ever, build with vault tech. So I thought that would give it a really cool look. Let's kind of give it a try, I'm thinking one of these electronic vault doors. Could be cool. It could be really cool. I don't think we're going to need a wide hallway at all. That's kind of crazy. So let's go to utility. I've never really built with vault tech before, so this should be fun. Rooms. Room common. Oh, cool. A common room, cafeteria, clinic. Oh, cool. Fillers and stuff like that. Middles, corners. You know what? I think we might like the overseer. Yeah, it adds that wood paneling, right? Like me and the gang looted some overseer stuff, brought it back here, and it makes the classroom look a little bit nicer. So let's try it. Let's try it. Railing supports. But I don't know if you probably can't build. I would imagine you can't build on top of it. Oh, you can! This is... Oh, see? Told you, I'm new. Why is this not going in? I mean, I want it lower. Oh, this is even better. This is even better. Let's store this one. Let's grab the long one for now. Oh, shoot. Look at this. It's got a flipping ramp. That's sweet. That is sweet. Why is it not going low enough? I guess they want you to really see those supports. That might be too long. That's too long. Let's just go back with this one. We'll go 3. And we keep working through this, we keep working illegally through our contract. No, this is, you know what? This is a great distance because if we went any further, we'd be coming out the side. And I need to leave room for this corner for the guard tower. And I realize it's not going to have much room to walk through. Because don't forget, we have corner guard towers. Stars are twinkling. It's a gorgeous night. But we kind of messed up once again, working way too late into the hours. Now, this ramp... I mean, that could be kind of cool, guys. That could be kind of cool. I wonder if I want to bring it up a little bit. Do they have a half piece? Oh, this is so cool. Hold on. Some of these angles are really cool. What would this look like? Oh, wrong angle, though. Still the wrong angle as well. It's too low that it wouldn't make a difference. Now, what is it going to look like if I put this up here? It's too dark. But bam. And you step up, but it does say watch your step. So we are being safe. All right. It's dark. It's time for bed. We'll pick up this next class in the morning time with a fresh cup of joe. And these guys look pissed at me. McCready looks angry. He's ready for dinner. Let's get back to let's get to bed. Grab some grub, get to bed, and we'll pick this up in the morning. Okay, Wastelanders, I set that alarm clock to a little bit earlier, so the sun is just coming up in the horizon, and it is time to get back to work on our final class, History of the Commonwealth, pre-war to present, using Vault Tech to guide the way. This is gonna be a simple classroom. We just need to get those walls up. The roof line and stuff should snap together, but hopefully there's something to fill in the gaps. I do want some windows in this classroom along the side, maybe not in the back so much, because this is more like a sit at a desk type of classroom. Maybe the teacher's doing a lecture. Might need like some sort of chalkboard or projector. We did score a projector from the National Guard yard. So that would definitely come in handy in this classroom. Maybe we can find some more around the area. But heading back in, we have rooms, we have atrium, we have doors. So we're definitely, oh, look at this. So I think we have to fill in the glass windows. I think they're just empty. So does this door fit here? Oh, it does. All right. So that snaps in that way. Looks awkward, but I think that's actually the way it is that might be the way it is when you go into, yeah, I think that's the way it is when you go into like vaults and stuff. So let's get the rest of this classroom set up. We want some windows along the side here. So let's throw those in. Rooms back to our overseer. Oh, I feel like, oh my gosh, we can't get any good weather. I mean, it's just been so hard to get some nice weather. I feel like I hear the wind picking up. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and we're gonna grab a circle, add a nice little. Maybe I should have. Oh, nope, grabbed it. There we go. That adds a little bit of fun. I wish they had a corner window. I really do, but I just don't see it. And I don't want to start digging through things. I'm sure there's a way I can finagle something, but because the vault stuff is so specific, that's all right. So let's go out. Before we forget, let's actually grab those windows and fill them in. Really? I feel like we've been having some trouble. Ooh, I wonder what that one's like. Now, yeah, awesome. Oh, let's take a look from the outside before we close it off. Oh, you know what I just noticed? This corner is the wrong corner. This might not close correctly. Will it? Like, I haven't seen any just walls. Doors and windows. Support. supports, railings, atrium. We're not building an atrium. Oh, here's floors. Atrium wall bottom. What is... Oh, cool. Atrium wall mid. Atrium wall mid. Overseer window. This might... These things might help us fill the gap if we can't find anything else that we're looking for. Oh, now we're getting into some layers. That's like the ultimate. I never did any of the building at Vault, was it 88? That extra bonus. So, I'm not sure how that would look. But this is not going to... I don't think this is going to look right. You know what I mean? I mean, it kind of does. It's doing some weird glitching. But where's the wall that covers it up? So if we're in the Overseer, there's no just flat piece. We needed to... We might need to come... Oh, you know what? Is that window still floating here? We might need to do this. Yeah. Oh. That would stink. It just might not be long enough to do that. So I think it just depends on what kind of window I want. It just might not be long enough to do that. If we put a window on this side, yeah, look. All right, that's okay. Let's make it work where we're not like glitching the whole thing out. This is going to be an awkward window, I think. But let's store this just so we have a place to run in and out of. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because that's the way I want it. Yeah, what an awkward window. Do we like the round window better? Do I want to keep it symmetrical? I don't think we need to. And, granted, this looks out over a dead track, dead tractor. This looks out, I mean, you got a little bit of a view. No, I think it's kind of lame that that's a window. Let's get rid of this piece. Because as of right now, I still don't know if it's going to work out that way. What I do like about the round window is it's like floor to ceiling. So we'll keep that. But I think we're just going to keep this a regular wall. And you know what? Let's cap the place off. See, I don't need a corner anymore. I don't need a corner anymore. Let's get that. Let's just get a regular wall, overseer wall, overseer wall. What's the difference between these two walls? One. What the heck is the difference between these two walls? I don't see it. Looks like it's the same thing. Okay, whatever. That's all right. This looks good. This looks really good. Now, we can mess around just a little bit longer, but we're just not getting that corner window. And once we put this down, there's no wall that's just... There's that corner. There's a corner door. There's another corner door. There's no corner window. And in the atrium, we've got some cool stuff, but it's definitely throwing things for a loop. Oh, this could be cool in the front. I didn't see this. Did I? It fits, it works, and our classroom is set. We got some natural light coming in, of course. Oh, I love it how it opens without... Oh, what the heck? Well, that's there. So we'll do our best to get rid of that in a moment, but I think this is looking pretty good. I mean, I love it how the door just completely disappears into thin air, but yeah, the place is taking shape. Let's take a... No, we're not going to be able to look at what the classrooms truly look like if we have this piece sitting here. So let's get rid of this piece and then take a real nice look at what we've accomplished here in the northern section of campus where all the classrooms are. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, nice and compact, super foggy outside, but nice and compact, looks good, and then we'll get started on dorms. Then we'll get started on the back half here, on the south half, where like the training yard is, where the quad is, and a few things in the center, and this place is going to be thriving. Phew! All right, folks, that was a big episode. We started off with that wild holotape from the National Guard site. Still gives me goosebumps thinking about it. Whatever the Brotherhood was up to out there, it didn't end well. But, silver lining, we salvaged a heap of good supplies. I mean, kitchen gear, tools, ammo, even some old comms tech we might be able to rig up for recruitment. And then, the real heavy lifting began. The classroom buildings on the north end of campus. Even Bean said it's starting to feel like a real school now, which I think is the best compliment we could get around here. But big thanks to everyone out there tuning in, sharing your support, and just hanging out as we rebuild the Commonwealth one brick, beam, and chalkboard at a time. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more cozy, post-apocalyptic construction content. Give that thumbs up a little tap and, share this with your fellow settlement builders. We've got a whole lot of campus left to build, and I can't wait to see you all next time right here at the Wastelanders Reconstruction Union. Until then, stay safe, stay cozy, and, hey, maybe brush up on your Commonwealth history. Never know when there's going to be a pop quiz.